Welcome to Chronicles of Old Singapore. This is KS here, and today we are sort of going to talk about the pioneer and Merdeka Singaporeans of those two generations. There has been a lot of interest about the so-called pioneer and Merdeka generations, since about 10 years ago, and now I'm part of that third generation, right, the Majula generation. But the first two, my parents' generation and those who are slightly younger, were the pioneer and Merdeka generation. We don't really know too much about the history of these two generations. So if we go to the MOH website, the Ministry of Health website, we see that they say, the MediSave and the health package for the pioneer and Merdeka generation is to recognize their contributions to Singapore's nation building. But what kind of contributions, the website doesn't really say. So I really want to take this opportunity to interview some people about, how they contributed to Singapore's nation building, as well as their own livelihood and their own personal lives over those years between the 50s and the 80s, more or less. So we have with us today someone all the way from Perth, where she lives now, Normah Dobbs, who's a great friend of mine. I've known Normah for quite a while now, and actually stayed at her house because I know Stephen Dobbs very well. Steve is a historian, and we've worked together on the history of Singapore. Steve wrote a lovely book on the social history of the Singapore River some years ago. So this podcast today is going to be about Normah's growing up in Singapore in the 50s when she was born, and her later years when she was, I think, a teenager, and in her early adulthood, working in a factory and later on in a hotel in Singapore. And we want to find out the mentality, right, and the work that these pioneer generation and Merdeka generation, men and women, Chinese, Malays, Indians, and others, all contributed to the making of modern Singapore in those years. So just a short recap, right? Pioneer generation people are born before 1949, and Merdeka generation is before 1959. And therefore, Normah missed the pioneer by a few years, so she is in the Merdeka generation. Morning, Normah. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you very much.
How is it in Perth now? It's getting warm?
Getting warm now. Yeah. So next video will be warmer.
Yeah. How long have you lived in Perth?
41 years.
41 years. So how
Half
old were you when you first came to Perth?
27. After we got married.
Steve is a bit younger than you, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes, yes, that's right. He born in 1958,
Okay. And yourself?
55. Yep.
What I'd like to start with is where was it in Singapore that you grew up in?
The longest one, we stay at Jalan Afifi because my father worked a driver, and we got that house like it used to be under British of old airport. So that house they make like for people who working there, so they get the house to stay there and the cheap rent to through under government.
Was this a kampong or a government quarters?
This is government quarters. It's
okay.
not kampong. Kampong is a bit before, which I live in Geylang and Bedok, Katong, West Katong area. But then it's not, that's only few years The longest one is Paya Lebar, which I can remember a lot.
All
Yeah.
right. So this Jalan Afifi is in current day is in Paya Lebar, right?
Yes, yes.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah.
It's quite close to the Paya Lebar Square. Is that right?
I think where they change now, it used to be Paya Lebar Old Airport.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's good living there. We got a lot of Chinese. We get along with them. They have different language. Even Chinese, they got Hokkien, Cantonese, and a lot of French there. They're helping one another too. That's one thing is good. We have no different of, or you Chinese or we Malay, but we get along. We living there. It's good. Yeah.
So all these residents of those quarters in Jalan Afifi were for was it the PWD or PUB?
PUB. I think they mix between. They have working with the that public. One people work with a driver, and the other one people work has sweeping the floor. I think so. These both can get a house over there only for these people who work with the government.
Most of them have families or single.
Oh, most of them a lot of family, all with a family. Yes, yes.
How
It's
many?
not really
Sorry, go ahead.
the place. The house is not really big. It's only just like a square. Yeah. Some of them have 6 kids, 5 kids. We 8 of us plus the parents, 10 plus the grandfather. So 11 of us.
11 in basically one room apartment.
Yeah, but when you're the longer you can apply to get another room. It takes 3 months. Depends. Somebody left, and then you can get that room. So my parents lucky. We get another room together. So yeah, and then they have a kitchen too. We all share.
Shared kitchen.
Yeah, and even the toilet we all share.
So do you remember when you all have to share all these toilets and kitchens? Was there any like quarrel or unhappiness because you have to share?
Oh, they do. We do have sometimes. Like some people think this is my part. You cannot share, but usually you go to share because they have 2 shower, and then they got 4 toilet, and then the kitchen they have about I think about 8. The individual you have for your own kitchen, but it's still the kitchen is more open. People can think, so I got more than you or I get less than you. They have few of argue, but sometimes we say, oh, forget it, just get together, you know.
Right. And it's very interesting you said, there are different ethnic groups living there, Chinese and Indians.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's good. I mean, we doesn't have much argue much. More or less, we just independent. Just do whatever you want. But we see when we come back, we say hi, how are you? We speak Hokkien, or speak Indian a bit. Something. Yes,
You learn a little bit of Hokkien and Indian and Tamil.
just a little bit. But I like Hokkien because my grandmother is Chinese.
Your grandmother is Chinese.
Yes, she's a Baba, Chinese Baba.
Ah.
She been adoption by I think Indian or Malay. I think Malay, but she's Chinese.
So interesting, yeah.
Yeah, we more like mix a lot Chinese and Indian.
Which is very interesting because when I think of Normah, right, I always think of
Yeah.
Malay and her Malay family and all that. But your childhood actually was very multiracial.
Yes, yeah. When you see Malay is more like people think like religion. But when you see our background, I've got Chinese, we got Indian, we got Thailand, and we just mix. You know. But it's good in a way too. Interesting.
I always thought you live in a kampong for some reason, because I just assume it. Like I thought Jalan Afifi is a small little road, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's got a bridge in between there, Jalan Afifi. I'm not sure the building's still there.
I don't know, but the road is still there, right? It's
Yeah,
like
the
a
road's still
right
there.
angle kind of road.
Yeah. I think the factory over there, I think.
Okay.
I think. I mean, I left long ago, you know what I mean? My parents still, uh, no, my parents left and then live with my sister in the flats, you know?
Now there's I think a gas station there.
Yeah,
And a convenience store, of course. Then the
a
hotel
lot of factory.
nearby. It is a factory. Okay.
I think there's a factory there. Long time ago. I left 41 years, 42 years I left.
How long did you
Uh,
stay at Jalan Afifi?
Oh, I can't remember. Uh, until my father, I got married Jalan Afifi,
Mm.
and then my parents still living there. Oh, I think must be my youngest brothers before go high school. Could be 15 years or
15
roughly,
years.
I think. I'm not sure. Because I left my parents still there and we got married there. Roughly that. My youngest brother born there, two youngest brothers. So yeah.
I don't know if the quarters are still there, right? Do you think the quarters are still there?
I've know that there's some demolished some the place
Yeah.
because they used to be very strict. You cannot extend the place. You cannot build extend or make a kitchen, build a kitchen or whatever. But since after that, the government they know they're going to close down, so it doesn't matter. People can extend making their own kitchens, the extra room if they have a big family. Yes,
Mm. The quarters, were they a single story or multi
or
story?
single.
Single
Single.
story.
They like straight, and then each each houses they have like a door square. There's no other room. It's just like a square.
Uh,
So that square is your room. You can have two, but they still like a block. They join straight. They not in the, separately. They are just one straight block.
quite long? Was it probably quite long, right?
I think yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Were there any like sports or social facilities nearby?
They have the community center right in front the building. They have community center.
Did you go to school nearby?
I go to school. I was live in Katong. But Katong. I was live in the kampong. I left school, high school.
Mm.
I repeat high school. I'm not really good on school, so I repeat twice, and then that's it. Then I start looking for the job.
Where was your high school?
Uh, trying to remember. Near Fowley School,
Fowley School.
Fowley School. Yeah, this not far away from Katong,
Katong, right?
Katong area. They used to have those Fowley School. The other school is forgotten. Trying to remember. Yeah, it's Fowley School.
So you say you repeat twice, right?
Yeah.
Was your interest in working, or what was your interest at the time? You were so young.
Um, when you come a poor family, you know, I'm the second eldest, and then you go to school, but you got no interest of study much. You know, that times when you're young, easy to get the job. You know, you can sell kuih. You can. Mom used to make kuih. We selling at the carry basket. We sell, and yeah, maybe I'm not good on school.
Also, you had sold the kuih before you started working.
When we and my mom used to make kuih, and then we put in the basket. We selling on the contraction. You know.
Actually, this is a time. By this time, when you kind of wanted to leave the school. A big changes were happening in Singapore, right? The factories were coming,
Yes.
and the economy was growing.
Yep. Yep.
How did it seem like at the time? How old were you when you got your first job?
Really, my first job,
Mm,
I worked in the factory making a button. I make a button, and because I was that time, I think I was 15, but I can't get job in the factory making computer or behind a component because they said I didn't high school, so they won't employ me. So I worked in the factory for a few years until I look at another factory. So I stayed at different factory. I worked for maybe 6 years. 6 years I worked in the factory.
Do you remember this button factory?
Yes. Yeah. Really hard job.
Mm.
Really hard job. And it's the button is round shape. It come in the back. So I learned how to make. You press the button, it make like a shape in the middle. It press it so they can make a hole button. They make so they have a knife in front of you. They got handle on the left side,
Mm.
and then your right hand you push the button to the front hole. Sometimes you can miss your left-handed. You push the knife, you get caught on your finger, your thumb.
Wow, very sharp, yeah.
Yep, yep. It is not easy job.
So wait,
But
this is not sewing the button, right?
no, no, no,
So
no.
what kind of job is it?
Uh, the round shape, the button.
Right.
So my job is to push the knife in front of you. It press the shape of the button, so it got the shape before it go through make two hole. You can see
Mm.
the round shape, and then there another shape round in so it make like a shape. So that is my job to do. Keep pushing the button, and then left-handed of the knife in front of you.
And
So they got
your right hand, what do you do?
the button. You push the
Oh,
button.
okay, okay.
Take one in the basket. You push in front of you. There's a machine circle. It's moving. So your left-handed is to control, to open and push back, open and shut. When it open, then you put the button and then you shut. So the machine is closed, the shape of the button. I know it's hard to explain to you.
Mm. Yeah, but I can kind of imagine, right? So it's kind of manual.
Manual job,
Right,
yes.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
And basically the thing you push operates a knife. Is it a knife?
Yes. Yeah. A handle,
A
the
handle.
front of you like a knife.
Mm.
So it move at the same time. You push the handle on the left, and then the machine in front of you, like a knife, it go forward. It's hard to explain,
Yeah.
like, so your right hand, take the button, push, the four things at once. Left-handed, they have like handle. In front of you, they have a machine being control. It like circle because it's shaped for the button. And then in front of your chest, they have like a knife, not knife hand. They got the shape. So the right hand button. So when you open the left, so you put the button in the hole at the same time in front of you, the chest, the knife, it go forward. It is not easy.
Mm, mm.
Four things at once.
Is it possible to miss it? Like when you press it and you
Yes.
miss it?
Yeah, I miss a few times, which I get caught by the knife.
But your fingers are still there, right?
My finger's still there. The nails are being
Ah,
caught. How many times I got? Yes.
that's your right hand where you push the button
Yeah.
inside,
Yeah.
right? Wow.
Right hand. Yeah.
Was it a deep cut?
Yes. Yeah. Lucky the nail is a bit thicker, so it's just hit the nail all the times. but it's still hot. The machine's still hot when you put the button. It's not cool. It's hot
So it
because
uses
it's
heat.
moving.
Very
Yeah.
interesting. I must try to find a video or a photograph to see how
Yeah.
this works.
The factory is Kallang Basin.
Mm.
Yeah, there are heaps of factory around there. So I worked few years. The pay is not
This is an American company or what?
no a local Chinese company. It's
Chinese
a local.
company. Okay.
I must be worked there only a year. When I have become 17, I can apply job in the factory.
This button factory, how much were you paid? Remember?
Yes, not good. I think at times is you get $300 a month. I think.
Okay. But that is not
300.
bad at the time, right? It's quite good. No, not enough.
No, by the time you have got to helping your parents,
Right.
we all have to share. By the time you have catch a bus, all the money have to make sure you keep once a month for the bus tickets, your lunch. Sometimes you bring your lunch, your clothes, not much clothes, more important, your bus fare. Make sure you have.
Mm, yeah.
No, not much.
Not much.
No. But you got to work. You got no other job. So that's a job I can get. So I do it 4 years. And then I left and I work in the factory. It's more, um, it's better.
Mm. Can I ask you? Okay, so this Kallang Basin is actually quite a distance away. It's not very far, but you still have to take a bus there, right?
Yeah. Take bus.
So when you first thought of finding a job, were you how did you feel about getting a factory job at the time?
I don't mind. Because I don't have any qualification, I can apply job somewhere else. That's all I can do. Until I 17, I get the job in the making company, more like American company. So
Mm.
it's better.
Did your parents say anything about getting a factory job? What do they
No,
feel about it? No?
no. Parents is as long we got job, we support family, we share together.
Mm.
So
Mm.
that's is the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you think about getting other kinds of jobs? I mean, before the factories came to Singapore, you would probably have no other choice, right? Like work in some other kind of job, like sales or something maybe. So now in the 70s, there's this opportunity to work in a factory, right? Which is
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
different.
yeah. This work in the factory, like they got more. You got overtime monies, and you got lunch and activity. That's one thing good.
Was it boring though?
It is boring because you sit there and I do soldering. The company you got to because each department they have different things they have to do. So they pass next next department. So my job just put soldering on the back of the board.
Right. So this one is the American factory already, right? This is also in Kallang Basin?
Yeah, more all factory built in Kallang Basin. Kallang Basin. Yeah.
Can you remember the factory name?
Oh, the sugar. Um,
I asked you before, right? Was this Texas? It's not Texas though.
no. Texas is owned by American.
Hmm.
The one my company, sorry, is under Switzerland.
Swiss.
Yeah, American company is the other one, the first one who's starting open in Singapore. I tend to remember the company we work. Oh, sorry, I can't remember that.
It's okay. Was this a standalone building or was this together in a flatted factory?
It's a building factory.
Just one whole company in this building.
They share. The one the American company, they bought itself. So they have big company all just for them. For ours, it's different company. They have different floor. So ours have to be only 4 floor, and then when they expand, they're getting bigger. They extend their building.
So the second one with different floor is the Swiss company, right?
Yeah.
But the whole block is this Swiss company, or was it other companies also?
Or they share. They got different company. Yeah.
So I think it's a flatter factory then, right?
Yes.
Those
Yeah.
like housing block like that, right?
Yeah, like a floor, like a
Correct.
flat house. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I show you some photos? So this one is 70s actually. This is Kallang Basin. I don't know. Is this familiar? Texas Instruments is here.
Texas there.
Yeah. Then Far East Oxygen.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yep, I can see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the
We
others are
probably
all.
around this JTC. There must be around there.
There are lots of them actually.
Yeah.
We down here also have
Yeah.
all over.
Mm-hmm.
I show you another one. Okay, so this one is to the east of it.
JTC.
You can see more here.
Yep.
But these are not the ones because these are standalone factories, right?
This is more. That's Texas Instrument.
Yes. Then there's Lamipack Industries.
Yeah. Most
The,
of the others.
the others don't seem to be. There's a Overseas Electronics over here.
Electronic.
Overseas.
No.
Never
Not
heard
that
of
one.
that.
No.
And then below is all JTC already. You can see, right?
That's
So,
Texas Instrument again.
Yeah. There's two actually. There's a small
Yeah.
one here, right?
Okay.
Then these are terrace. That means single story.
Singles. The single story. They still have a floor. Each floor. JTC. No, that's a bit too far. They're all not far away from Texas Instrument.
So you think it's around here, right?
Yeah. Far East Oxygen. No. I think a bit JTC Flat Factory. I wonder what factory is that.
Yeah, there are many factories inside.
Yeah, I remember there's a building opposite us. They have uniform like blue or brown color. Ours is more like brown color uniform. You just cover yourself.
Brown color, right? Okay.
Yeah, the uniform. I think a bit below JTC Kallang. Sungai Otman.
Do you think it's Kallang Basin or is it?
Kallang is under Kallang Basin.
Okay. This is another one, but this one is terrace. Terrace. Sanyo, is it near Sanyo?
Near Sanyo, yeah.
Okay, Sanyo is here.
JTC. Same block. JTC. They're not far away from Sanyo too. It doesn't have much building there.
Basically, it's all factories, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all factory.
Yeah.
There's no shopping centers there. Only factory around, heaps of factory.
How did you find the job?
Through a friends. Yep, said you want to look a job. So they got all factory there, area. So yes, so I got the job interview straight away. Yeah. JTC. There was a factory.
Yeah, that's right.
I was in the building. I'm trying to remember the factory name.
But this one is Swiss, right?
Yes. Is this still under Kallang Basin? Kallang Way?
Yes. So this, I show you 3 maps, right? These are
Yeah.
all under Kallang Basin.
But they call now Kallang Way.
Yes, there's a road there.
Yeah. We used to call Kallang Basin.
Do you think it could be Kallang Baru?
No.
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 Kampong Ampat? No.
No. No.
Okay. So it must be around this, somewhere in these 3 maps, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us about this job. This is a soldering job?
Yeah. The first job is I do the button.
Right.
Then I left. Then I worked with the company making those soldering component.
This is the American one or the Swiss one?
Swiss.
The
Yeah.
Swiss one.
It's
Okay.
not American. Is under Texas.
Okay.
Texas. That's American on there.
Okay. Tell us about how you do this job, the soldering job, the Swiss one, the component one.
It's easy job. It's not so difficult. The job is easy. Yeah. You just replace the component, any reject, you soldering, remove, and then you soldering back again. And yes, it's a good job. It's not so difficult.
So you all are like sitting on a table, right?
Yeah, just sit and they were just waiting. A lot of reject, what they call. So we have to repair.
Oh, these are the reject ones. So you have to
Yes.
repair.
Yep, you got to repair.
How do you repair?
They put different department put the sign. They put like a color. So for us to remove the component, and then you put the new one, and then you soldering. You replace the new one. Yes. Any damage, so we got to replace.
How many people together in the? Are they all ladies?
Most ladies, a lot ladies. A lot ladies. Maybe they have engineerings, men's, and in charge department, but a lot, 90% all women.
Quite young.
Yeah, young. Like 17 above, more or less, 17 above.
Chinese, Malays?
Oh, they're all mixed.
All mixed.
Yeah. I think that times in Singapore, a lot of factory built in Singapore, so a lot of ladies, that's a job that they can get. You know what I mean? It's a good job, but also the pay is not high. But the thing is good, like they're all women. Like you think like you safe working there, they're all women. You know what I mean? And then they have you work in the morning, but they have 2 shifts.
At your time, there wasn't a night shift yet, right?
Yeah, we have
There
night
was a
shift.
night shift already.
Yeah.
The one that is past midnight. Is there?
There's no midnight. They're like you got 2 shifts, morning to 3 and then 3 to 11. Most of factory they got 2 shifts.
Was there overtime pay?
Oh yeah, of course. You got to pay overtime. Yeah. If not, people not gonna work.
Yeah. Do you remember how much was the pay?
It's still the same, not much different. 300 plus.
About 300 plus.
Yeah, never go $400. No,
Never.
nah. Mm-mm. Maybe you go overtime, you get extra 300 plus, but never go 400.
Got CPF, right?
No, there's no CPF.
No CPF.
When CPF coming?
CPF already there.
Oh, probably not much we pay. Depend how much you. Yeah, not much. Not really a lot anyway. CPF money.
So this soldering job was not dangerous, unlike the button one.
This is not dangerous job. The factory one is dangerous.
Was it boring?
Not really. Of course, boring. But once you got a lot of things to do, and I don't think it's boring. That's a job that more stable. You know what I mean?